Well, this is three revolutions in one. It's a money revolution. This is a monetary system that's primarily Bitcoin, to some extent Ether. And then we have the DeFi revolution, which is decentralized finance, which we think is going to threaten all of the financial industry, including asset managers, right? And then we have really the next generation internet revolution, and that's really about NFTs and property rights in the digital ecosystem.
ARK Invest, the firm led by Cathie Wood, bought up about $41.9 million in tech stocks during last week's market collapse, as she doubles down on her largest bets amid the market downturn. ARK disclosed in its daily transaction report it bought 250,537 shares of the streamer Roku for $17 million and 208,535 shares of video communications company Zoom for $16.4 million and its flagship ARK Innovation ETF, based on Tuesday's closing prices. Roku and Zoom now make up 7.2% and 7.9% of the fund, respectively, though the company's shares are each down by more than 55% year-to-date, contributing to the tech-focused fund's subpar 2022 performance. Across its innovation ETF and other funds, ARK bought 15,115 shares of chipmaker NVIDIA for $2 million, 148,434 shares of sports betting giant DraftKings for $2.6 million and 54,299 shares of communications platform Twilio for $3.8 million. Wood completed her spending spree with $24.1 million on mostly healthcare stocks, including $5.3 million worth of biotechnology firm Verve Therapeutics. To fund the purchases, ARK sold $45 million worth of Signify Health stock and $900,000 in other smaller positions. In a recent interview with Salt YouTube channel, Cathie Wood reinstated her belief on Bitcoin and her other innovative technology picks.
How does ARK find opportunities in these different spaces?
Well, a lot of companies are embracing, especially in the fintech world. For example, Block, which used to be Square, Cash App is doing all kinds of things to enable consumers, users to own and transact in Bitcoin or save. We're seeing Robinhood really embrace crypto, realizing that its client base, the millennials, wants this. I think they were a little slow off the mark, but now they're coming on. I think the Lightning Network, which is a layer 2 solution on top of Bitcoin, is going to make it much easier and involve less friction to become involved with Bitcoin. So, a lot of our companies are trying to figure out ways to embrace the crypto revolution.
What type of timeline or scale do you look at with a lot of the investments in this space?
Well, we look at everything with a 5-year investment time horizon. We do have a forecast for truly disruptive innovation in 2030. And we think, obviously, crypto is a big part of that. We believe today that all innovation, I think blockchain technology is going to be involved with most of the platforms we have centered our research on. So the genomic platform, genomic sequencing, robotics, energy storage, artificial intelligence, and blockchain technology. We think there are going to be all kinds of convergences taking place. And we're going to go from $10 trillion in market cap in the public markets attributed to innovation, disruptive innovation, to $210 trillion by 2030. And we think blockchain technology is truly a revolution.
So it really is just such a natural fit between the other sectors and areas that ARK invests in innovation and those technologies that blockchain and the crypto space brings.
Anything involving data, we believe blockchain technology is going to have a role.
And Cathie, I would love to just ask you one last question about your role as a true female leader in the industry. I've been in the industry many years following your career and have been so inspired by you. What do you think has gotten you to this place as being a female leader in the industry, and why do we not see more women like you?
Well, thank you, Leanna. I think that an economics and finance background, going through many cycles, boom busts. We lose a lot of women, often last in, first out, during those crises. And I think I've been, thank God, with great firms, with wonderful mentors who wanted me to succeed. I often talk about Art Laffer in the economics field, but Sig Sigalis at Jennison Associates, Bob Kiter, my first boss there. People who really wanted, I wanted to succeed, and they wanted to help me. And what I also say, when people ask me for advice, I often say, with those first few jobs, you want to make your boss look brilliant. And by the way, the opportunity to do that now for young people is much greater than it was when I was growing up in the industry, because of all of the innovation taking place. And most young people have one foot in the new world. So I think that's part of the reason I did. I looked for great mentors, found them, thank God, and just kept going. And then when I found this huge unmet need, it's ironic that this unmet need in our industry was a focus on innovation because of the shift to indexed-based investing, which accelerated after the tech and telecom bust, and then again, even more so after 08-09. Investors and analysts really deserted innovation in a major way, more than they understood. And so we wanted to focus only on disruptive innovation, and we do not mean the FANGs. We mean the future FANGs, right? So I felt that was a huge unmet need, and I think any entrepreneur knows if you identify an unmet need and you fulfill it, you execute upon filling that need in a good way and in the right way, you're going to do very well.
In other news, according to MicroStrategy's executive chairman Michael Saylor, his company has recently purchased 301 bitcoins for $6 million at an average price of $19,851 per coin. Saylor detailed that the firm's balance sheet now holds 130,000 bitcoins, as the company's stash is the largest number of bitcoins held by a publicly listed business today. On Tuesday, Michael Saylor announced that MicroStrategy acquired 301 bitcoins for $6 million, and the company paid an average price of $19,851 per coin. It's been a while since MicroStrategy purchased Bitcoin, and the last time it acquired Bitcoin was at the end of June. At the time, the company bought approximately 480 bitcoins for approximately $10.0 million in cash. The purchase on June 28 brought MicroStrategy's Bitcoin stash up to 129,699 Bitcoin, and the 301 acquired this week makes the company's Bitcoin count an even 130,000 Bitcoins. Presently, there are no other publicly listed companies with as much Bitcoin as Saylor's MicroStrategy. However, the trustee from the Mt. Gox bankruptcy trial reportedly has 141,686 bitcoins that will be distributed to creditors at some point in time. The publicly listed Galaxy Digital Holdings is second to MicroStrategy, with roughly 40,000 bitcoins held on its balance sheet. What do you make of Cathie Wood interview, as well as MicroStrategy purchasing more Bitcoin? Michael Saylor has proven himself the biggest Bitcoin bull ever, and he is not looking to stop anytime soon. The new Bitcoin acquisition by MicroStrategy will bring a lot of confidence to all hodlers out there who have refused to sell their Bitcoin during the crash of the past few months. Here at Savvy Finance, the new Bitcoin purchase has really given our confidence in Bitcoin a huge boost. We have been hodling and will continue to do so into the foreseeable future. Till our next video, keep hodling. Thanks for watching.